Radiant team ban.
Alright, and welcome back everybody. You're watching the Premier League Season 3. My name is TriumphantMan and I will be casting game number 2 between Absolute Legends on the die now versus Fnatic Raid Call on the Radiant side. I know people are probably already screaming Fnatic throw call because they look like they had game 1 in the palm of their hands. They had it. They were basically frustrating AL at every turn, had complete domination, a 10k gold lead, and then it just all went to hell. AL fought back, they came out punching, they came out swinging with a very nasty, sexy bambo on a Magnetor, setting up fights left, right, and center. I'm going to slightly blame this. I'm not dead sure on some of the items that Fnatic went for. I feel like they've just gone for a bit more of the punch. A bit more punch rather than the early blink and then the Skadi, not so much early, but the Skadi then on the Shadowfin. They just picked up some straight raw damage, or even if they had something like a Void sitting in the corner farming away, something that hit really, really hard, they could have had that game. But unfortunately, they just spent a little bit too long waiting, and then the team fight potential from Magnus and the rest of their AoE stuns just completely overwhelmed Fnatic in the end. Darkseid, though, banned out by Absolute Legends. Fnatic also banning out Bounty Hunter. They, in fact, used him last match fairly effectively, too. Of course, Trixie playing that in the suicide lane. However, they will ban it out this match. We'll see if Sven actually makes it through this time as well. Should also mention these teams are playing on LAN. I think they're possibly even in the same center. But they're all obviously boot camping for DreamHack coming up fairly soon. And they have played each other once in the past month, and that was for the Star Series ladder. And Absolute Legends were actually the winner in that match. But that said, the community has been fairly torn on who to bet for. On goes to bets, around about a 45 to 55% difference. Not much at all. Magnus, so banned up Absolute Legends, decided to keep it away from Fnatic. In fact, Absolute Legends, I believe, first picked last game. Batrider, though, has slipped through. So has Templar Assassin, though. We might see somebody try and pick that up in a moment. The Batrider being actually, if they're going to pick it up, it would be questionable because Bat has already picked up, and obviously Batrider completely and utterly shuts down Templar Assassin in that mid lane. Other heroes that have come through, though, of course, we do have the Jakiro, has managed to slip through on top of that. And I'm a little bit surprised. I'm just wondering if Absolute Legends might even just try and grab Sven right now. That said, though, this time around Fnatic actually do have some superior magic stuns. It is something they lacked last match. They were doing really good until Fnatic were doing extremely well until Absolute Legends got some Blink Daggers and some BKBs. And suddenly, they just couldn't dish out any damage. Most of their stuff was nuke based. They didn't have any superior magic disables. And it all just really went poorly when Sven started killing people in 2 hits. Now, we do have the double pick for AL. They are taking their time on this one, though. We'll see what they go for. Should also mention that Undying's been a lot of people really worried about this hero. Very frustrating to play against. Really, really annoying stuff. Okay, people wondering about the mouse pointer fading away when I'm not using it. That comes down to the fact that I'm in the spectator seat, so if I'm not using the mouse, it disappears because it's just how the function works. Obviously, you don't always want the caster's mouse flying around everywhere, distracting stuff. But Templar Assassin, the first selection for AL, I'm kind of suspecting we'll see Come With Me play that. Also, for people who are new and don't really know Fnatic all that well, but may recognise some names, JK there in the banning seat is in fact Hanny. He plays under the pseudonym JK now, though. Now, Rubik, though, the second pick for Absolute Legends, have just gone for some fairly stock standard stuff there. Of course, Templar Assassin, always frustrating. The question is, where is Fnatic going to put the Batrider? They might not actually want to put it in the mid. We'll see. If they're putting it in the suicide lane, then Templar Assassin will have plenty of room to use that lane quite easily. But Fnatic, of course, no, they are making a bit of a name for themselves with slightly different item buys and skill builds and stuff like that, and different old school hero picks and stuff. They definitely play a little bit differently to every other team out there. So we'll see what they've got up their sleeve. I'm just wondering if we might even get to see a Kunker again, of course. Last Kunker game I saw with Fnatic, they played it creamed out. But it looks like they're going for something very, very standard here. Chaos Knight and Jakiro, very common combo. Batrider as well, very common suspect on top of that. So it looks like Fnatic are playing it safe. And of course, they are 1 game down. They do need to win this one to equalise and drag it out to a 3rd game. That said, I'm just wondering if we will see, I think we'll probably see Absolute Legends ban a Wisp in a moment. No real reason to let that slip through when you've got a Chaos Knight being picked up. Or they could, I mean, if they want to risk it, they could try and run with the Sven, but it's likely to get played with a Chaos Knight. That said, I have not really seen Fnatic use a Wisp, so maybe Absolute Legends might roll the dice and say, you know what, let's see if these guys pick it up. Maybe if they don't, we can grab it. On the other hand, though, Fnatic could just go for something simple. They could just be doing... In fact, they could be doing a dual mid. Chaos Knight, Jakiro dual mid. Because if there is a team that dual mids, it's going to be Fnatic. They do often run that dual mid. As we saw last match, in fact, it was a dual mid Jakiro and Nyx Assassin completely shut down. Come with me, it's Queen of Pain. The Wisp would be banned out there. Fnatic do not want AL to get their hands on it. Like I said, Fnatic, I haven't really seen them use it, so there we go. They banned it out to make sure that AL can't get it, even though they have the first pick here. They also banned out that Enigma as well, getting rid of some of those AoE stuns. Nightstalker banned out by Absolute Legends. Brewmaster also getting taken in the mix. Okay. Brewmaster is also another hero that's frustrating for Templar Assassin to go up against and try and last hit with, because basically all he does is spam Drunken Haze, and then she misses a lot of her last hits just due to that. But, last ban here for Fnatic. What are they going to get rid of? Absolute Legends looking for another support along with possibly a Suicide laner. Enigma, of course, fits that bill. Maybe they'll just pick off something generic like Windrunner. Darkseer already missing as well. That said, though, AL might just try and... I mean, they could even just try and run a Tidehunter. That's it. We're going to see a Suicide lane. I mean, we could even see Trixie on the Suicide lane with a Tidehunter. We've seen him do that time and time again.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see what happens there. But last ban for Fnatic, they are going to burn over into the overtime again. They have actually, last match, they really chewed through their overtime really early. I think the last couple of picks for Fnatic were a little rushed, possibly, because they're running out of that time there. But 1 minute left, and there we go. They will finalise the ban with a Keeper of the Light, which, you know what, he gets used quite frequently with Sven, of course, the infinite mana spam, which means infinite storm bolts in your face, causing you grief. I don't really blame him. And of course, the Illuminate harassment is also quite frustrating. Queen of Pain, though, the final ban there for Absolute Legends. Fnatic now, though, we'll see where they go. We'll be seeing something like a Lina pickup for an offensive try with Chaos Knight, Jakiro, and a Lina, or even a Leshrac, also another possibility. One of those just sort of all-round nice supports with a good AoE stun, always a possibility. It really depends where this Batrider's going. I mean, they could just go for dual lanes. Fnatic are big on their dual lanes. They might just go for a dual mid and a dual safe lane again.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see in a bit.
5 seconds remaining.
That said, though, I've got to mention that we did actually see Fnatic play Lina in the past, and it was in fact Fly playing Lina. What they did was Lina spent a lot of time jungling. They spent a lot of time jungling. Somebody else did monster support, and Fly actually wound up with a Monkey King bar on his Lina. Like I said, Fnatic, they really do some pretty different builds, and it sort of worked. I mean, he was dishing out a lot of damage. Just, you know, he'd burst in a whole bunch of spells and just start spewing out auto attacks like crazy. So, you know, proc some hits here and there, and it hit pretty hard. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was a blink Lina with a Monkey King bar after. Definitely very, very weird build. And they won that game too, if memory serves me correctly. Why hasn't Centaur been picked? Because he is currently on the list of automatically banned heroes along with Silencer and Drow. Disruptor, though, selected by Fnatic. Interesting choice. Definitely a hero that we have seen a lot, though, with the Chaos Knight. Very powerful indeed. I think that rules out the Lina pick, though, most likely. Unless they're planning on having her just jungle and pull. I mean, it's doable. She does have the Light Strike way to knock down trees. And of course, it's something that really frustrated Bambo at the start of the last game was the fact that they completely and utterly messed up his pulls. But Chen, though, picked up by Absolute Legends. We'll probably be seeing a Mania Chen then. One of the better Chens around, possibly. It looks like it might be Rubik supporting Sven. Chen there in the jungle as well. Now, if this is an offensive trial, this could cause issues for them because Chen won't really be available to help out for a few levels, and by then Sven's farm is going to get crippled. So that does worry me, as well as the fact that between Chaos Knight, Jakiro, and Disruptor, a lot of painful AoE plus AoE disables. So we'll see what Fnatic though have as their final pick. I think they're looking for either a Suicide solo or
Windrunner at your
there we go.
service.
Okay, it's going to be Windrunner now. I think it might be Batrider mid, Windrunner Suicide solo. The question is what they're doing with Jakiro. I mean, it could even be a Batrider Suicide. It still could be Jakiro and Chaos Knight mid, Batrider Suicide solo, Disruptor pulling, and then Windrunner taking the safe lane as a solo. I mean, that is still a possibility. I kind of feel it'll be Disruptor, Jakiro, and Chaos Knight together, though. Windrunner Suicide and Batrider mid, just because I think that'd be safer. And Fnatic are possibly looking to play a safe game here, because, of course, this is sort of their do-or-die match. On the other hand, what do Absolute Legends have as their final choice?
Reserve time.
We'll see in a moment, though. I am a little bit worried about the Chaos Knight. Of course, his ult is not that fantastic up against the Sven. The cleave does drill through his illusions fairly easily. Absolute Legends going to take their time with this last pick. Going to go over into the rest of their overtime. All of 15 seconds or so left now. But I believe they're looking for a suicide solo. And there we go. It will be the Tide Hunter. Likely taking that solo hard lane. And if he's up against the tri-lane there with Disrupted Curo and Chaos Knight, that was definitely a rough call and he won't do too well against it. May just end up just sort of roaming about trying to set up kills. Now Bambo is taking the... Okay, no, so Come With Me is going to be taking support right this time. Bambo is going to be taking that Templar Assassin in the mid. Of course, they are experimenting. They haven't... Absolute Legends haven't really decided where they want to put Bambo yet. They do experiment on the odd occasion with him as a solo mid. As we saw yesterday against Mutual Makers, it was very effective then. Now Era picked up for the Chaos Knight. Fly will be playing... Okay. Could actually be a Windrunner. It looks like it might actually be a Windrunner mid then. Batrider in the solo, Suicide Solo. Hanny is going to be playing the Windrunner. No Tail is going to be playing Disruptor. We have Fly there on the Chikiro as well as Era playing that twin-headed Fly. Sorry, Era playing the Chaos Knight. And the final pick, of course, there, Trixie playing Batrider. Of course, there's Suicide. Yeah, so Trixie definitely going to be taking Batrider to the Suicide lane, but Absolute Legends. We have Come With Me on the Rubik, Sony playing Sven, no surprise, Freezer playing Tide Hunter, Mania playing Chen, and Sexy Bambo there playing the Templar Assassin. Right now, looks like they're splitting up to the lanes. No 5-man sweeps at the moment. Batrider, okay, no, another hand say. It looks like they are abandoning the top lane for the Radiant side. They will be focusing on pulling and just winning this mid here. Now this should be doable for Windrunner. Actually, Windrunner might even do the pulling. We'll see in a moment. Second disappointment. Okay, bit of trash talking going on. But it looks like Windrunner is heading... Okay, no, never mind. Windrunner is taking the safe lane now. She's going to get backed up there by No Tail. Is going to be pulling the jungle. Batrider is abandoning the top lane, or did he just... I actually have no idea what they're doing now. Okay, no, it looks like Batrider, I think, is going to be jungling. Batrider could be jungling or it could be suicide lane. It really depends what they want to do with Fly here. No, I think Trixie is picked up boots, but I believe Trixie's going to go to his lane. He just cut down the trees there. And what that's going to do, it's going to allow Chikiro to pull while Chaos Knight farms.
More fuel for the fire.
We see Trixie just going to go and scout things out there. So it looks like Trixie will indeed be taking that suicide lane. Should be alright, although then again there are quite a few stuns here. We'll have to watch out indeed. Now meanwhile in mid though, this is going to be a bit of a rough call here for Bambo. Obviously Fly can cause some trouble for him. He's got the DRTs to burn through those refraction charges, and just the presence of a second hero makes it hard for Templar Assassin to farm at level 1. Very hard for her to do anything. In fact, what's he gone for first? Hasn't skilled up anything just yet. He's saving just in case he needs to meld. He goes, okay, I'm not going to last anything just yet until I get some levels in side lane. Anyway, let me just save that point in case I need to hit meld early on because somebody tries to gank me. Meanwhile, it looks like Freezer might focus on pulling here. Because, I mean, he can come down here and do a little bit of fun. Once he figures out where this hero is, this Come With Me actually gets an early kill there.
What is this?
Batrider being way too aggressive. Chen wasn't even... I don't know how Batrider managed it. I mean, Chen was not even involved there. I don't know how you get picked up by 2 level 1 nukes there. That's definitely probably a misplay on Trixie's part. Got way too aggressive, most likely. Meanwhile, the Titan, I think, has figured out that he can come down to this lane. Should be alright to get a little bit of farm, having just leech some experience. Still a bit of pulling going on here from No Tail. Fly, they're going to be supporting Era, and doesn't really seem to put that much harassment on Templar Assassin just yet. And she might actually be ducking back to the easy camp. No, in fact, she's actually picked up Meld first. And it's because, like I said, if they made a run on her, she'd just skill Meld just in case she needed to escape. It looks like Mania's going to try and help her farm in a second. At least just get towards the second level. Meanwhile, Freeze's just going to stack some more. And I've left the overlay on. So...
Double damage.
See Batrider though. Gonna find himself a double damage room. Gonna head towards mid. There's nothing really he can do here. And then we see this is about all that Bambo can do. Actually, wow, okay. Managing to pull the lane there in the mid there. I did not realize that was actually possible. But now this is, of course, pulling like this is going to leave his mid tower in danger. Of course, we see the Liquid Fire going to add that DPS there. But they should be able to drill this down pretty quickly. And unfortunately, it's going to work against Bambo. He's not getting the chance to farm off that camp right now. He's trying to drag them off the tower, realizing this may have been a terrible mistake. I mean, if he does that more than a couple of times, he's going to end up losing a lot of experience. We see No Tower managing to help pick off the Tide under there. But this is not a good result for him at all. Taking that much damage this early on against this mid tower. It's not so much giving away the money, it's giving away the map control. The mid tower is definitely one of the most influential towers. Once you lose that, it opens up so many ganking movements, ganking routes there for the enemy team. We see that refraction get drilled away there. Sven though has picked up some early boots. Freezer, not much he can do here. Being balled up underneath the tower, just going to try and anchor smash down some of these creep, catch them. He's got a nice little bank set up there. He's going to try and help, probably help Chen clean them up later, or either that or Templar Assassin. Now she has gone for 2 levels in refraction, now 1 level in meld. Meanwhile, looks like they're just doing a bit of a double jungle here, and this is something we don't see that often, but it's definitely doable. What they do is they just share, they treat the jungle as a lane and just share the experience there. The net get tossed down there on Fly. Fly into trouble, gets dropped back there by the telekinesis. We see the stun guy, Ice Path, 3 second stun as well for the Chaos Bolt. Fly trying to back up, Fade Bolt, they'll get the second kill here for the team. However, Arrow going to try and run him down, Reality Rift, although it doesn't quite work out. The pathing there, kind of working out awkwardly, ducking back though, come with me. Going to juke back behind his teammates, nicely done. The telekinesis up as well, throws him backwards. Do we have another net up? We do have another net available, though Chen decides not to spend it there. And nice little juke from Come With Me, putting himself behind his teammates. Although it looks like Arrow is still going to charge after him. Arrow, though, dead set on this, but they still have that net. Needs to be careful about overextending.
No.
Windrunner doing well on the bottom lane, 24 and 10, but no real opposition. Meanwhile, 28 and 9 there for Sven. See what he's sitting in. Sven has had absolutely no contest in this lane since Batrider's kind of abandoned it for the most part. See the glimpse back though. Bambo now into trouble. A bit of a 3-man gank here, but she's popped the refraction. Might be able to get away unless we have another stun. No mana left, although Ice Path coming from a second. One more to attack here. Can they get the Ice Path off? It doesn't matter. Cowstar runs him down. He's definitely quite speedy at level 1. Of course, picking up his boots as well. You see, Batrider's completely given up on this lane up here. This should pretty much leave Sven to last hit pretty much every single creep. Has gone straight for the power treads.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Random Greevil there. But Rubik now, 500 gold, probably going to doing most of the supporting, I think. It might actually, no, Chen has picked up some more counter wards, although Chen has been given more cash here, so it looks like Chen's going to be doing the soft support. They're going to try and get that mech on him. Get that early mech just for the survivability. It's going to make Sven very hard to remove between the armor buff there as well as the effective health. Now we see Chen actually harassing the mid lane here, trying to help out Templar Assassin. Just going to deny that regen rune with his creep. Chen also harassing them with the Wildkin Tornado on top of that. But now the pressure is on here again. Should be able to bring this down. Sven now ulting up, going to drill down this tower fairly easily. Meanwhile, Bambo still going toe-to-toe in mid with the Chaos tonight, although not really getting a lot of farm. 5 and 1, really struggling to get these last hits in. Not that I can really blame him. Not a lot he can do about this still. And this top tower should fall fairly. So there we go. Skeleton spam. No real way they can deal with that. I'm just interested to see how this works out, because I mean, right now they're trading a free farm Windrunner, which you know is nice and all, but free farm Sven is gonna say a lot nastier. Just not dead sure what they're looking for here. I guess they must be looking for some kind of mid game here. Of course, Calcine's getting a bit of farm, but it's only 29 PP. It's nowhere near as much. And there we go. Pressure is on the tier 2 tower as well. They might change their mind here. We actually have had Hanny teleport to the top lane to try and help things out. No tell, they're just going to keep this lane busy while Hanny's missing. Of course, Hanny has gone off to try and help that top lane. one of the things supports can do if they don't teleport to elbow and gank is as soon as the lane frees up, they can just go and start farming it and make sure they get a little bit of cash there. Counterstrike bottle, 700 gold in the bank. Probably going to go for drums first. Might see him grab up his boots as well. Notel just going to push this on his own. And Sven, actually, this is something you can do actually with Chen rather. You just use those wild tornadoes, very effective at bringing down large stack camps. Looks like the free push here for Notel, no real competition, although actually there we go, Bambo now moving down. They're still in level 5 though, doesn't have his ult up just yet. The Era is indeed out farming him right now, out leveling him as well. 36, 37 and 16. I'm definitely quite worried about the state that Sony's in. That said though, for the amount of free laning phase he's been given, he doesn't have as many last hits as he could, to be dead honest, but we'll see if he can pick that up a little bit. Oh, a bit of a gank on the top lane. Shackle doesn't latch properly. Power shot though. Flame break to knock him back. A final auto attack there from Trixie brings him a kill. And they should be able to try and counter push this bottom lane here, although Trixie's still tanking hits there from the tower. Meanwhile, Bambo's still trying to hit his level 6 there. See the bottle being shuttled back and forth there by Chaos Knight. Bambo now counter ward thrown in, just looking for a high ground ward. No Invis heroes to detect just yet. Tower gets brought down, the Windrunner going to grab that. She has gone for an early Midas. It looks like they're going for some crazy carry Windrunner strat here. And I really don't know how this is going to fare against Sven. I mean, this is not a common, again, not a common choice in terms of builds. And there we go, the gank there on Bambo, going to catch him out, although Sven Hanekar going to try and heal him up. Should be enough to get away, although Cal's bought up in a second. Shackle shot lands, glimpse back as well. There's a kill. Wards thrown down everywhere by the Radiant side and the Dire side. They should be able to counter ward that though, and the mid tower gets brought down. It gets denied though. Rubik going to deny that one, unfortunately, for the Radiant team there. So it looks like Hanny though, wow, Hand of Midas. Not a common option. I think this is possibly A, they're going to try and farm it. B, it's also really annoying for Chen, losing his creep like that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You see him ward, then he tossed him, warding being done there. Notel though getting caught out, come with me here as well. There's Telekinesis, dumps him down. Ult though down from Notel. Notel trying to back off, flame break back. Auto attack though. We'll finish him up there. Rubik getting a kill there before he gets brought down. We see Sticky Napalm being spread on the tight under Shackle shot. Does latch. Goes to the side a little bit, but gets anyway. Lasso as well. Going to drag him back. 5 stacks there of Sticky Napalm. Will bring him down there. Unfortunately, Haney now in some trouble. Going to try and bring down Bambo. Bambo trying to back up here. No mana for the wind run just yet. Needs 3 more mana. Should be able to pop it and then run for his life. As he Trixie don't take his hits. Wind run now being used as it looks like he should be able to get away here. Although Trixie now about to get caught out. We've got Comfort be teleporting back down here. Trixie trying to outrun him. Do we have? No, still near level 5. Regen picked up by the Wind Runner, although knocked off by a Fade Bolt. Going to get dumped backwards though by the Telekinesis. It's only a low level Telekinesis though, and it won't be enough to hold him down. Looks like they will finally manage to escape there from Temple Assassin. Had she been level 6, that would have been a whole story entirely, a whole different story entirely. However, fortunately for them, only level 5. Fly now. Gonna head back towards mid. Looks like he's fairly povo at the moment. The Dire side starting to lose some of their towers here. Grab the gold per minute at the moment. See the Reality Rift in though. Mel though still within vision range of that ward. Gonna bring it down. 4 seconds stun there as well. Kinetic field. And an easy kill there for the Radiant side. But Sven, 65 and 15. I mean, for a hero, 65 to 15, 11 minutes in. I mean, this guy's had... It's a little low. I mean, it's definitely not for a free farm lane. It's definitely not as good as it could be. But that said, though, holy cow, look at that. Tidehunter has been dutifully stacking this. And now we're going to see Sven pick up a lot of money. They're trying to put a stop to it. They know it's happening. And the Flame Break comes in. Looks like Sven's going to get killed there. Looks like they're about to lose Freezer as well. Freezer has Ravage up. Gets pinned down before he can use it though. And now Templar Assassin jumping in here. A Telekinesis there. Gets thrown down. Catching a whole bunch of heroes there with a stun. Great TK there. But come with me getting it lassoed up and dragged back. They're going to glimpse back Templar Assassin into the Kinetic field. Catches it. Ice field catches her as well. And a good cleanup there. Fnatic. Fantastic counterattack. They managed to even save most of these creeps as well. Now they're going to try and take him out before Sven can get down here and finish him off.
Dire's top tower.
They should be able to finish this up as well. Windrunner going to tank there with Windrunner. Nicely done. And they will manage to pick off all of these creeps. Except maybe for one of those drags. There is a port coming in though. They may need to back up 2 ports. Tidehunter still has Ravage. This could be a big turn on Ice Path. They might get Fly. Kinetic Field. No, good save there. Kinetic Field tossed down. They will give away 1 dragon. But that's it. Freezer though, still skulking about, still has That Ravage there, error, invisible, now looking for a potential kill as well. See a bit of stacking and pulling going on here as well by Trixie. Trixie going to clean these up. Meanwhile, in mid, I think Error is contemplating making a run for it, but 3 heroes here right now probably can't make it happen. Error still scanning them out. This is kind of wasting farm time. Then he doesn't really have a lane he can farm right. Or he could actually go back to mid and farm that if he wanted to. So it looks like he's going to let them go. Too many heroes around here right now. Freezer, is he going to turn that... let's see where he goes first. He decided to go for the Arcane Boots first. Kind of a necessary item for Titan and way too mana hungry otherwise. The mana, not so much regen, it's more for the mana pool. Regen is obviously nice, but it's more the mana pool where he's just not able to use all his spells efficiently with what he's given. Rubik though, Arcane Boots as well. Sven working towards his BKB. Now we see a bit of a smoke gate coming out here, although Windrunner, actually she is invisible, it's just she's not coming up properly with the smoke effect. You can still see her cape. Now it looks like they're going to sweep around here, possibly catch at these heroes, but we've got to remember Ravage is still there. That is a great counter-attack there for them. And just trying to scout up the high ground there with the power shot. Looks like Fnatic have decided against it. Said, alright, no, not going to happen. And then I think they've seen Templar Assassin decide to try and pick her off. And there we go, gets a dust down, does pick her up. Glimpse back as well. Brought back in a nice path. Kinetic Field, ult there from No-Tail. Bit of overkill, but regardless, they get it nonetheless. See Batrider, Trixie going to try and hold this off Sony. 400 gold in the bank. They might actually come for this here. There's the Gush. Storm Bolt not coming. Never mind, they decide not to go for it. Flame Break though, going to knock Titan further away.
Double damage.
There we go, telekinesis there. Arrow now, kinetic field tossed down. Going to catch both those heroes there. 2 sticky napalms, 3 sticky napalms. Count with me, count the count. Count Dracula as it looks like coming in now. Oh, has managed to steal the Storm Bolt there. Chaos Bolt there. Going to glimpse him back. Sony now in some trouble. Shackle doesn't latch, but Kinetic Field almost knocked out of the field though. By the Flame Break. Doesn't matter though. They bring him down anyway. As it looks like Fly Arm trouble. Hand of God pop. Ravage gets thrown out there. Did they get him? Managed to get a Chaos Bolt off on Chen. Chen now strong. Reality ripped it back. Lasso there on the side under. They bring down Chen. Although it looks like Chaos Knight's in some trouble. Chaos Knight is dead as well. Freezer though losing health rapidly. Brings him down with the Flame Break. Trixie still in this. Trixie going to give chase. Shackle Shot doesn't latch. Dumps him back with Telekinesis. Glimpse him back in the Firefly. Dusted up as well. Net tossed down by Chen's creep. A meld and another net. Power Shot on top of that. It looks like Bambo is done for. Oh, melds again. Firefly though to clean him up. A Flame Break as well. A monster kill and a double kill there for Trixie. Absolute Legends beginning to fold out. A lot of kills here being brought out by Fnatic in the last few minutes here. And they might actually make a run here on this mid tower. They know Ravage is down for a good few minutes now. And they could make good on this. Windrunner now. A mech. Okay, so I guess this is... I guess the Animatus, not so much for the carry potential. I guess he just got it because, well, literally just to piss off Chen. That's, I guess that's where he's going with it. I don't know. Not 100% on that. Mania, though, has almost finished up his own mech. See, Chaos Knight. 500 gold in the bank there. Still working on... Probably going to go... I think we'll probably see... We could see a BKB, or we might even go for another. I get the feeling it might be a BKB first, just because a lot of annoying stuns on the Dire side right now. It looks like they'll pick up that tower belly. Is the Chaos not going to grab that? Oh, actually, no. Alright, might be. We'll see. Might be a BKB. Maybe they'll port to mid now, trying to hold things off. As it looks like they are harassing an illusion. Shackle Shot. Great Shackle there from Windrunner. Not really going to do a whole lot though. No. Oh, yes, there is follow-up. Ice Path as well. Freezer doesn't have any ults up either. Bambo going to try and get out. Will manage to teleport away. That ult there from Disruptor being ineffective in the end there. Now Mania going to get caught out. Sticky Napalm getting spread about on. Has 3 net creeps in reserve, but the Ice Path tossed down. First net gets tossed down. 2 nets tossed down at once. They get a godlike on Trixie. Trixie all over this game. Completely decimated, and in fact going to pick off Chen's creep to boot. Why not? Tower is here for the push as well. Should be able to take this up. 100 CS on Sven right now is definitely well ahead in terms of CS, but it comes down to the fact his supports are not as well farmed in return. This mid tower just going to get Alright, no, they're deciding to back off here. Going to set up their counter push. A glimpse back there. No Tail still trapping him in the kinetic field. And now Sven in a lot of trouble. He's used his Stormbolt. Lasso's back. Sticky Napalm, Firefly. And there's no real escape from this. Or except maybe for a teleport. He doesn't have mana for Flame Break. Oh, that's got to really be frustrating. Sven rolled the dice and got away. No mana for Flame Break, and in the end, rather upsetting result there for Batrider. Should have had that, and a great setup there from NoTow, but just did not pay dividends. See back, Reality Rift back there. Now Freezer, 2-second stun, Shackle Shot. I think it latched. I can't really see it. Yeah, it's on a creep there, and finishing him up with a crit. Chaos Knight currently sitting on 4, 1, and 4. Trixie looking for his Beyond Godlike streak, kind of making up for his really, really terrible start where he kind of gave away an unnecessary free kill, First Blood. See, currently a 5k gold lead to the Radiant at the moment. Experience-wise, also the Radiant carrying around about an 8k experience lead. And this game round, they don't have as big a teamfight advantage as they did. The Absolute Legends, they don't have that huge teamfight potential, that huge combo that they had in game number 1. We're going to say teamfight, late game, like sort of mid-game teamfight, it's going to be fairly even. Templar Assassin, they're throwing in the slow. That's simple. See how it goes. And just checking for any early Roshan attempt there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Glimpse back there. Sony now about to get caught out by Kinetic Field. Does get caught out. However, enough teammates there. It's not going to matter. What do you get? He got Sticky Napalm. Come with me. Managed to pick up Sticky
Radiant's
Napalm.
top tower is under attack.
Here, a Shackle Shot. It's going to... Oh, no. It's just going to grab a range creep. He was looking to latch onto the Rubik like that. Instead, hit the tree. Nice attempt though, anyway, by Hanny.
Tower is under attack.
Now Mania, his mech is done. Come with me, still working on basic items. BKB almost done by Sven. Templar Assassin going for the... Looks like she's going for the fast. If she's still going for that blink, it's going to be late though, regardless. Especially since she hasn't even got phase boost. Templar Assassin mobility, lack thereof, is really letting her down at the moment. Flame Break tossed through there. Freezer has Ravage up, still in level 1 though. We see Chaos Bolt go through. What's the steal? What do you get? Got Chaos Bolt. And we see this falling fairly low. Stormbolt gets tossed out, going to hit NoTow. Throws out the kinetic field there. It's not going to be enough though. Throws out his ult as well in time, but doesn't catch anybody inside. Just threw it out defensively. I think he was hoping someone could Reality Rift them into it. Now the slow there from Fnatic. Although Trixie just blinks away. He has picked up his dagger. Flame Break tossed out as well. Not finding anything. Meanwhile, Windrunner though, being pursued. A whole bunch here, in fact, not being pursued. They are, in fact, just going to go for Roshan. Of course, Sony can help tank this, as well as having the Mask of Madness. And Sven's creep and heals are here as well. Now, Disruptor is missing, unfortunately. Even if he was here, though, they would be missing, of course, his ultimate. That said, a kinetic field in the right place would completely mess things up. Ice Path being tossed out. Slow's being sent out though by Templar Assassin. Freeze now moving in. He's got Ravage up. He's moving in. Throws out the Ravage. Only catches one hero with it. And it's Error though. He does eventually catch Error. Error now trying to back up. Heals himself up with a urn there from Batrider. We see the Flame Break. Oh, does she know? The push going to knock. It's going to knock Sply up on the high ground there. As it looks like Bambo going to chase off Disruptor. Glimpse there. A Flame Break tossed. It's Hydra now stuck on the tie ground there from the Flame Break. They do bring down the Batrider though. Although I hear a bit of fighting going on still now. Looks like a buyback there from Bat. They are going to need to back up Error. Error now starting to fall low on health. Telekinesis ready there if they want to use it, but it looks like they're going to trade one kill for none. And a buyback also used, although Hanny is still here if they want a gun for this. Although he's running out of mana. Does get pinned down. Telekinesis on the Batrider. Hanny now managing to slip past the stun. Flame Break knocks him. No, doesn't get a Reality Rift though. 4 seconds stun on Bambo. Bambo loses his refraction charges. Drags Chen back inside the kinetic field. And it looks like they will manage to send him home though. They send Templar Assassin home in time with Chen. Chen though going to get taken out, making a 1-for-1 trade, but it does cost Fnatic a buyback from the Batrider to seal it. Do at least stop the Roshan attempt though. Meanwhile, top lane, Sven now farming away up there. Has got enough for his BKB too. Firefly up there. They're looking for Sven. Sven has already left though, teleporting out. Now Chaos Knight looks like he's going for the BKB first. Decided he's sick of those nasty spells. Has picked up the Ogre Club. Trixie scouting it everywhere he can think of, looking for that Sven. Doesn't find anything though. He's just going to clean up these creep. No tell though, nothing but arcane boots on him just now. See, ran with 5k lead there for the Radiant still. Ran with 7.5k experience lead as well. Chikiro appears to have managed to pick up a few more items there than poor old Disruptor. Disruptor really feeling quite powerful at the moment. Fly has got his Tranquils as well as his Magic Wand. Call some consumables to boot. See another Roshan run here from Sven with the help of Templar Assassin, of course, negative armor always helpful. And we see Freezer sitting on standby, has a Blink Dagger. This might be excellent bait for them. Especially they don't scout things out either. And they see that. Do they want to make a move on it? Looks like Fnatic are thinking about making a move, and this could go disastrously for them. Looks like they're going to let it go. There we go. Aegis gets picked up there. Templar Assassin going to pick that up, as well as gets a Blink finally. Still doesn't have those phase boots though. See a glimpse back. They managed to pick up Come With Me. Throws up the Kinetic. Oh, goes to telekinesis. Gets caught some Kinetic field. There's a Ravage. A counter attack from Titan. Ult gets thrown down by Disruptor, dragging Titan away. Macro Pyre as well. Looks like the Shackle Shot going to go and knock it a latch. Flame Break going to knock Titan close to the Windrunner. Gets slowed by the Sonic Trap. She's in a lot of trouble trying to get away. The Anchor Smash is not going to care about a Windrun. Stormbolt to finish off Windrunner. Hand of God gets popped. BKB by Sven, not caring. Giving chase. Templar Assassin though losing refraction charges. Mel to try and hide here. Should be able to get away. Throws down another slow. Ice Path gets sent out. We've already lost Chaos Knight and Windrunner. Can we get another one here? They bring down Twin-Headed Dragon. That's 3 kills. None in return. Templar Assassin falling low, but not falling in the end there. Although it looks like they're not done. Sonic Trap slows again. A Gush as well. Ice Path gets tossed out by Rubik. Rubik, though, doesn't find a target. Stormbolt as well to finish. And down goes. No, they're not done yet. Templar Assassin blinks in. May regret this, though, as blinks straight into a Firefly. Loses all of her refraction. The tower could cause trouble, though. No Sven tanking for her. Although it looks like Freezer will have got too aggressive against Trixie. Trixie now throws out a Flame Break. Nice attempt. Although it looks like they're trying to run Bambo. Bambo, they're throwing down a trap. Managed to slow somebody. There blinks away over the trees. Although Batrider immediately blinks after it. More Sticky Napalm. Meld hit the refraction up. And now Batrider. Trixie is overextended. And Bambo brings him down. Doesn't have a teleport. Does have a blink though. We'll blink out in a second.
Missing bottom.
See, Bambo should be able to outpace Chikiro. Oh, she might not. 3-5-3-5. And back. No, Chikiro is in fact faster somehow. Okay, it's because she has not finished up her boots there. Although they are done now. Should be getting shipped out fairly soon. Windrunner though has picked up a Maelstrom. I just don't think this is going to stack up against Sven. Sven is on his way to a Crystallis now. Hera now going to try and get his farm happening up there. So you bring up the GPMs at the moment. Windrunner fairly close to the GPMs. Just the fact is she just does not hit as hard as the Sven. I'm definitely worried here. We saw last match, once Sven hit critical mass and they didn't have the DPS build on their Shadow Fiend, there was just no way to keep pace with him. And then you mix in a couple of good stuns, and it took a couple of good stuns for Sven to set up, and then it was just lights out. That said though, there isn't the huge imbalance in terms of teamfight potential this time around, and they might actually be able to lock Sven down with... They do actually have the last two to lock Sven down, so that's a possibility. And so it looks like Absolute Legends is going to try and push mid right now. Counter ward being tossed though tossed down by the Rangers, looking for those high ground wards. Now they can of course see these Sonic traps. Probably not fall into them. You see Hanny as well as Era sitting off to the side, getting ready to jump in at a moment's notice. Power Shot's going to harass with that. And in fact that Fly looks like he's trying to bait. Not sure what Fly's doing there. Throws down another ward, another Sonic trap as well. The Creeper actually is going to kill that eventually. Now Titan are also working on a pipe right now. Batrider working on his own Force Staff, or possibly Yules. We'll see now. Chendo putting the pressure on this creep. Freezer jumps in. He's got level 2 Ravage ready. Sven ulties up. Shackle doesn't latch. Ice Path doesn't catch anybody either. Unless, wait a minute, that might have been Rubik's Ice. That was actually Rubik's Ice Path. Never mind. But Sven, though, still going to chew away this tower. Hasn't used his Mask Commander Dick. Going to hold on to that just now. There we go. Lift gets popped. Fire Flame Break. They're going to knock him back. See if they can bait them over those wards. Although I don't think it's going to happen. Those Sonic Traps are going to get spotted up there. They are, in fact, being spotted up by this counter ward now that pushes in. Once again, Ice Path from Jakiro this time. Not going to stop them. They won't get the deny in. And now Windrunner back, although going to get slowed there by the Sonic Trap. Trying to get away here. Blame Break, Shackle shot, latch into a torture. Great Shackle there from Rurik. Good spell still. Telekinesis. Ice Pass from Jakiro. Ravage gets popped in there by Freezer. Now the counterattack from Sven. Stormwell catches both Windrunner and Jakiro. They're going to bring down No-Tail. One more hit on No-Tail. No-Tail's down. They pop the dust there. Sexy Bambo. No health lost just yet. Bat Rider though coming from behind. Mania though losing health rapidly. Mania's down. Bambo now going to die there. Bambo's also dead. He's got the Aegis, so he'll be back up a second. Glimpse back inside the field. No, it's stuck on top of the field there. Gets caught inside the macro by Freezer, about to burn to death. Freezer's down. The counter-attack from the Radiant has been superb. A meld there from Templar Assassin is not going to work. And the Radiant team, Fnatic, completely drill Absolute Legend to overextend massively, despite the Ravage. It was immediately countered by an Ice Path. Fantastic play there by Fly. And of course, a kinetic build to follow up. They got the stun down with the Ravage, but the follow-up was not good enough. And I mean, that was the big thing with Game Number 1. AL, they had not only the setup with the Magnetor ult, but they had the follow-up. This game, or that fight rather, they just did not get that follow-up. And now Fnatic are going to charge forwards here. They've got a good 20 seconds before they really have to worry. Tynan, not such a big threat right now, does not have that Ravage ready to go. And they might even be able to get this tower, at least severely damage it.
Middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
In fact, looks like they're actually going to back up right now. They do a little bit of damage, but then back up. We're going to remember they also took an Aegis off Absolute Legends during that fight as well. Not a bad effort at all. Now, Windrunner has picked up that Maelstrom. She hasn't spent that 2.6k she's gotten back. We'll see what she goes for next. More Trixie has picked up a 4-star, fairly stock standard stuff there, has already got his Blink Dagger, probably going to BKB next. No talent, just generic consumables. Jakiro grabbing himself a Ghost Scepter, of course, always useful for a support hero. When they're playing against something like Chen and Templar Assassin, completely shuts them down against you. You don't have to worry about getting slammed by them. That's it, of course, he does need to watch out for getting... Well, that's it, actually, no, they don't have very many magic damage tricks. It's Fade Bolt, Ravage, and, Gush. Oh, I suppose in Stormbolt, but it's still not that much magical DPS. Chen though, picking up some more creep, a whole bunch of Iron Branches. We have the gold chart right now. See, it was ducking back in favour of the Dire side for a bit, but unfortunately for the Fnatic, they fought that back really hard. Look at that series of kills there. That series of kills there. Almost a 5k advantage again. Of course, that doesn't really tip the scales. And back up to a 7.5k experience lead as well. Templar Assassin, 700 in the bank. Probably working on her BKB next. We're going to keep in mind, once those BKB start popping out, things are going to get messy. As well as Sven, of course. I mean, we've got to keep in mind, Sven is sitting on 3.1 thousand gold he hasn't spent yet. We'll see where he goes with it, but I'm kind of suspecting... You know, Daedalus is the usual item for him. We've seen, I think it was Moscow 5, Moscow 5 gave the whole Sven with an armlet a shot. Didn't really work out for them though. Just did not do that burst damage. The crits are just so much better in my opinion. Titan though should actually have his pipe gun fairly soon as well. Chen. 700 in the bank, not a whole lot to his name just at the moment. See, the BKB though is, has been finished for a little while there on the Chaos Knight. What damage charge? Oh, do you know, hasn't used up any charges just yet. We'll see where he goes next. So 1500 as well, saved up. Pressure is on the bottom tower here. Should be able to push through that fairly easily, unless AL, they might actually be mounting a defense here, or they might actually sacrifice the tower and just get ready to defend the Rags. No, it looks like they are ready to defend. They have got Ravage up with the Blink. I think they're feeling aggressive here. They feel like they can make something happen. Although it looks like Fnatic are also wary. Fnatic are backing up as well. I think they're looking to counterattack. They're waiting to bait out the Ravage and then counterattack off that, maybe. Bit of a Mexican standoff happening here. Neither team really sure if they want to commit or not. Both teams setting up out of line of sight, getting ready to fight. See Handy now, he'll be the bait. He's getting harassed there by that Whirlwind. There you go, Hanny. Okay, they're saying, alright, you got to come and deal with this, or I'm going to chew down your tower fairly easily. Of course, using his ult there on the tower. Just to get a massive attack speed. Barrow blinks over, finds Templar Assassin. Going to drag him up onto the high ground here. Gets caught out by an Ice Path as well from Jakiro. And now he's in some trouble. Ravage gets popping. It doesn't do much. The BKB's completely defending against it. Great ult there from Disruptor. Catching 2 heroes inside. Dual Brave. Ice Path again. Catching 2 more heroes. BKB from Sven though. Sven though chasing off the Chaos Knight. Says, you want a piece of me. Drills him down. Drives him back. And it looks like we lose 2 Dire heroes for 1 Radiant. No-Tail goes down in return there for... Well, I suppose they do pick off the Templar Assassin. They also get the tower kill as well. Now we also have ult and a Reality Rift. Stuns get tossed out left and right. Flame Break there from Rubik. They almost pick up a kill on the Chaos Knight. Doesn't matter though. Sven about to die. Power Shot to finish him. Windrunner getting these kills at BKB. Doing the work it needed in that fight. They baited out that Ravage so well. They immediately, as soon as they saw that time to pop in, BKBs were up. Completely nullified that Ravage. And then Disruptor, No-Tail, throwing in a very well-timed ult there. Now they might even just pick up this Roshan and run after it. There we go, they've seen it too. They could go for it if they wanted. Well, they might decide they don't have time. Now Sven working on his Crystallis now. Let's check. 7.5k advantage there for the Radiant side in terms of gold, and experience is over 10 grand as well. That said, of course, we've got to keep in mind, once Sven hit critical mass, things turned around pretty quickly last match, regardless of a 10k gold lead. A lot of pinging going on. Come with me though, just going to do a little bit of counter warding. Is that a gem or it's a counter ward there? Just looking for high ground vision. I think that's how they spotted our Templar. As I hear a bat right, I managed to lasso someone again, although it looks like... Oh no. Trixie. Lassoing a creep. Never mind, they say. It doesn't matter though. It looks like Sven though has popped his ultimate, trying to bring down this Roshan. Can they get it though? Roshan number 2. Now, of course, the last time they had an Aegis, it didn't really matter. Fnatic took them plus that Aegis and completely wiped them. No problem. Here's a Shackle Shot though. It looks like no kill attempt made. Now Spence with his Crystallis. Not really too problematic. Yeah, 400 crit, 400, 500 crits at the moment. Not insurmountable. It's once he gets the full day, let's get Manti. You see a Chaos Bolt there. 4 seconds on. Come with me. Come with me. No way he's getting out of this. A BKB popped out by Era. Completely dodging that stun there from Stormbolt. A blink out by Sven. Nicely timed. Actually got that early blink. Interesting decision, however. We're missing one hero here. Might see a bit of a 5-man push. Ravage is up. God's Strength, though, still down for 30 seconds. This could be an issue. We have all of the Radiant ults up at the moment. Slow down Era, making it hard for him to get the toe down. Windrunner, though, just from the low ground, just spamming it. Well, just her ultimate, spamming arrows at this tower here. She's just saying, you know what, you've got to come out and engage. You've got to come and stop me, or I'm going to sit here all day doing this. And now Sven, he might actually move in here. No, decides to back up this tower. Looks like it's going to get dropped down here. Stun, Chaos Bolt, catching Era. Double damage on Era still. Stun, about 5 seconds left. Tower gets destroyed. Not denied. A 4-star backwards there. They've isolated Sven. Fantastic play there from Batrun. This is something that needed to happen game 1 and did not. Isolating that Sven hero. Last game couldn't really happen because Bambo playing the Magnetor was stopping them every time they tried to move in. They had to be so cautious about that, especially with the potential follow-up Black Hole. This game, though, they can be a lot more aggressive. Especially since they know the BKB stop the Ravage. You see the Flame Break get tossed out. Doesn't find any targets though. Windrunner, another 3.3k in the bank.
Is under attack.
No-Tail now, 1400. We see Templar Assassin still working towards that BKB. She had a really rough start there.
Is under attack.
Bringing up the item chart there. Tynana should, I think Tynana just finished that pipe in a moment. Should have the hood. His items just disappeared there. And while nothing really new in terms of items until Windrunner decides to spend that money. 3.6 now. Sven, 1k in the bank. They're still working towards the Daedalus. Unfortunately, these pickoffs on Sven have been utterly annoying for him. Just slowing down that Daedalus fight after fight. Meanwhile, Chaos Knight, also his BKB has been done for a little while, so we've already called that out. 3.1k in the bank. Might just go straight for a heart here. We'll see. Tyner is done. He's finished the hood advance, still waiting on the recipe then for that pipe. We'll have that fairly shortly. Jakiro, nothing really new there.
Radiant's top
But
tower
no tower.
is under attack.
Neither. Trixie on the other hand has also opted to pick up a Ghost Scepter, which is also the other thing I think is really messing with Templar Assassin's fan. These Ghost Scepters make it very hard for them to hit anything. And now the Dart trying to set up some kind of ambush here. But yes, Trixie, 2.4k in the bank. We'll see where he goes with that. Now the Radiant actually bring up a lot of heroes to the top line. Might actually go for a push here, or they might just fall back. We'll see. They could actually, I mean, they could even try and push up mid again if they wanted to. Matt blinks there now. Sven moving forward as well. Freezer also giving himself away. Teleport out from TA. Going to go back to the top lane just to help defend and farm here. Decided there's not much action happening at the top lane. Decides to go bottom. Also got the port towards mid. Going to farm that as well. Now it looks like Fnatic are motioning for a gank here. No-Tail wants his teammates to group up and help pick off these heroes in the mid lane. You get another pick off here on Sven, going to delay his Daedalus even further. They could even pick up a kill here on Freezer. His lineup, the creep blinks away though, should be able to escape here. And there we go, Windrunner just using that Midas on a Chen creep just to frustrate him. Come with me now. Does have a gem, mostly just for map control right now. Blink forward by Sven. 1500 there. Alright, they're just going to force this lane down with Sticky Napalm. Receive around a rift there from a Chaos Knight. But it looks like the Dire team are not bothering to muster a fence to say, you know what, let's just counter push instead. They're going to lose their top tower though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Phantasm there on the tower, going to clean this up fairly easily.
Dire's top
It looks like he's going for an assault next. Has picked up that Hyperstone, although could be a Maelstrom as well, we'll see.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Shackle shot nicely done, although Sven jumps in, ults up, BKB gets popped, can't get the stun off. Lasso going to drive Sven back here. This could be an issue, doesn't have enough for another Shackle, it doesn't matter, they'll pick off the kill. Chen a little bit too slow now, Chen in some trouble, gets hit by the offensive urn there, Firefly still getting chased, Sticky Napalm as well, blinks forward, is going to auto-attack him a couple of times, Chen starts to auto-attack, gets dragged by Reality Rip, and then taken out by the combination of Batrider, Chaos Knight, as well as the Windrunner. We're up to 2.1 thousand gold there. Windrunner, did she spend that money yet? 5.6 thousand gold. Where is Windrunner going with this? The error though, his assault is almost finished. Just needs about another 600 gold, 500 gold to finish up the recipe, and then they're good. Looks like they're going to push in again, try and get this mid-racks. And have Sven down for 10 seconds or so. Again, they're just splitting up, making sure they try and bait this out. Gills has been picked up there by Jakiro. Interesting choices. Not only seen another nice little defensive item for himself, of course, if Templar Assassin or Sven try to run after him and focus him, he can always use himself just to try and get their aggro off him. That said, also nice just to move his feet, and also the fact you can just try and take another enemy hero out of the fight. Of course, you just whirlwind that Titan to keep him out of the fight for a couple of seconds while people scatter away. Now we see a potential gank here from the Dire side. They're going to jump on top of Trixie. Trixie about to get brought down. Forced up away though with the Ethereal Scepter on top of that. The slow there is a bit brutal, but it buys him time to blink. Kinetic build thrown down defensively there to hold his foes off. Doesn't matter though as they break off, realizing they can't run him down. They will have to settle with stealing some neutrals and that's it.
Illusion.
A mysterious force.
And Windrunner still with this money, 5.3 thousand gold, has not decided to spend it yet. Or should we going to see a grab at? I mean, she might go for could go for an Orchid, a Hex, or even might just go for a raw damage item. All of these are possible. So there we go. Windrunner though decides to go for a Mjolnir. There we go. Finally picks up an item, goes for Mjolnir. Chaos Knight, how close to you? There we go. His assault is finished. He's going to ship it out in a moment. Has also had a gem transferred over to him. He's going to have plenty of armor now too. It's going to help him resist Sven quite nicely. That said, Sven, of course, a lot of armor too will help him avoid will help his team avoid a lot of damage there from Chaos Knight. Heal up there for Error. Now let's check the gold chart. 12k advantage here in gold for the Radiant side. Experience wise, a 15,000 lead as well. So going to ping the bottom room there saying let's go and check it out. Now is Roshan back up? It's coming to be that way. And looks like Windrunner spent the rest of, or some of her money, has picked up travels now, sent for buybacks. Well, this is really nice. The fact that she's got these travels and a buyback ready, the next fight they get into, it's basically like she's got an Aegis. She can buy back and then teleport straight back into the fight. Shandara has managed to pick up his own Ghost Scepter. Just checking it. Heroes as well. Pipe is finished for the Dire side, but I don't know how much good it's going to do them. Batrider though has gone for Shiva's, giving him some really nice armor. Also the negative attack speed are also really useful against heroes like Sven, who don't have that much attack speed to begin with. It looks like they're going to try and sweep the Radiant jungle again, look for a kill. Meanwhile though, the Radiant busy messing around by the Roshan pit. And now they're going to see each other. Rather, the Dire have been spotted. They also see the Radiant now possibly. Yeah, they've seen them now. They're backing up rapidly. Don't want to mess with them just yet, although great glimpse. They're going to catch our Templar Assassin, who knows she walks right through it. Ravage gets popped, hits absolutely nothing. It goes right through the BKB, and that's it. The only hero it even attempts to contact. But now we've got the Hand of God being popped. Reality Rift there. They bring it down. No, that's down the Templar Assassin. Now Sven trying to clean up Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight though, I know we brought down Sven now. Also still running away. God's Strength is still being used. Telekinesis now. Dual Breath going to bring down Tidehunter as well. Come with me down a bit of trouble. No Tail going to try and run him down. Ice Path there on Sven. Sven in some trouble. Reality Rift it back. We've got a Chaos Block coming in 4 seconds. Doesn't matter. They get the kill there. Yule's on it. The Twin-Headed Dragon should be able to get the kill. Dual Breath, and that's a what? A buyback as well. They trade 5 kills for no deaths in return. Nicely done there by Fnatic Raycore, cleaning up 5 heroes, losing no return, forcing a buyback out of Templar Assassin, which even really isn't going to help out all that much either. Anyway. It's Fnatic now. They're on the offensive. They're going to try and bring down this Rax before Chen pops up. Glyph is up for the Dire though. It can burn them a little bit. Buy them a little bit of time. Might buy enough time for Chen to pop up along with possibly Tino. But Sven is the main one they want. He's not going to be there. There we go. Mid-Rax is probably going to take a fall. Then Sven does buy back. Could go on the counter-offensive here. They're going to leave Chaos Knight here just to clean up. And they immediately back up. Say, uh-oh. Need to back up here. As they snipe off the Courier though. We see it. Oh, Ice Path glimpse in though. I think he blinks out in time. Templar Assassin has managed to get away there. Firefly up now. Looks like they're still giving chase. They found Templar Assassin though. I think they've realised Sven is chasing in after them. Do we have a Ravage? Still 50 seconds away. Stormbolt though. Gonna get them a double kill. BKB though gets popped by Chaos Knight. Should be finished by an auto attack there from Templar Assassin. 4 seconds start. He's still running for his life. A blink up on Sven in 5 seconds. Ice Path though. Gonna try and find time. Teleporting out. Should be able to get away. He will manage to escape. Great Ice Path there from Zakiro, but he's about to get taken out here. Stormbolt to stop him in dead in his tracks. There's a crit and a clean up there. And Sven now all of 200 gold away from his Demon's Edge.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Batrider though, fire flying up, looking for a potential steal. Just going to sticky napalm it up. We see a buyback there from Zakiro. Windrunner though. Debating illusion, Rose sends the illusions in, also goes in herself. Oh no, she hasn't. Never mind, those illusions are bugged. Ice part, oh no, the Sheet's guard gets popped there. Trixie now still trying to back up. Roshan about half health. Ravage gets popped out, hitting both these heroes. Trixie now falling low on mana. Same for Jake, same for Hanny, also trying to get low on mana. Lasso there from Batrider now. Ice part there. Cowslight going to try and get another kill here. Cowslight's still fairly healthy up, as it looks like the Dust's going to force Templar Assassin to back up. Meanwhile, Roshan's still alive there as well. Ice Path gets tossed out, doesn't find anything. Rubik now going to teleport on out. See, a Godlike again for Trixie. Twice in a row this game. Has picked up the Godlike streaks. See, a Reality Rift and a 2-second stun. They're coming in now, trying to get away, telekinesing him away, although still in a lot of trouble. Reality Rift back, couple more hits, one more hit. Flame Break though, knocks in the wrong direction. No mana there for Chaos Bolt. Just going to try and run it down. There's the offensive earn. Kinetic Field also tossed out. Now Chen into trouble. They can't do, although the nukes will do the job. 3-second start as well. Mid-Raxes are down, and it looks like they're going to go for the T4s on top of that. Fnatic wasting no time. GG is called. Absolute Legends have thrown in the towel, which, I mean, to be fair, they're about to lose their throne anyway. But Fnatic fight back in style. I've got to say, it was looking pretty scary for them for a moment, but they brought it back and managed to hang on to their lead and build it back up. So congratulations there. But that will drag this out to a third game. Guys, so stay tuned. We will have game number 3 between Absolute Legends and Fnatic coming up in about 5 minutes. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you then.